I'll be honest, I don't know what argument liberals have left to essentially keep Muslims and stuff in our country and to keep bringing them into our country. Because if they're not like a huge drain on the resources, what they're doing is lying about us, saying that people are trying to commit hate crimes against them. There was an 11-year-old girl just recently in Toronto that said that some guy came behind her with a pair of scissors and tried to cut off her hijab, right? And she screamed. He ran away and he came back and tried to do it again. And anybody with a brain listening to this story could tell that she was lying. But Trudeau obviously doesn't have a brain, so he came out and defended it and called out the actions of Islamophobia. You know, the media internationally covered it as well. And it's like, you know, they love to jump on a story of this type to just push home their narrative that white people are racist, that Western countries need to change, that Muslims are victims, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, you know, where are they when it comes out when they're lying, right? You don't hear a fucking word. You don't hear any condemnation whatsoever. Like this girl, she's not even going to be punished, right? I'm not saying put her in jail, right? But she should get some community service at the very least, right? That's what I think. Because now you're essentially incentivizing this behavior to happen again. Because if you're not punishing it, what's to stop another Muslim lady to put her kid up to lying like this again? Because this is probably what happened. What's to stop this? And what is the end goal in this too? What is the end goal of lying about being a victim of a hate crime? So it could have just been the girl, right? Maybe she wanted attention. Sometimes little girls lie, little kids lie to get attention, right? This does happen. But it's like, man, you're just dividing us more. And a lot of the media is not covering the fact that you lied. They're just covering the fact that this happened. They're not even mentioning the cop statement regarding it. So this just furthers their narrative. Thanks for coming into our country and accusing us of being fucking racist. You know, there's literally no argument for us to bring in Muslims, right? They're like I said, drain on our fucking economy. They just cost us money, and then they come in and accuse us of racism, of hate crimes, right? Which diverts police forces to look for this instead of looking for real criminals. Who gives a fuck about racism? Okay, who cares? Somebody says something mean to you, somebody throws a piece of bacon at your mosque, deal with it, okay? Or leave Canada. One or the other, please. Like you guys gotta grow some thicker fucking skin, okay? Try being a white person today, and everybody would be complaining about hate speech every fucking day, right? Like, take a look at the media, read BuzzFeed, look at all these things, all white privilege, white people, we need to end white supremacy by making them not breed anymore, you know, don't have sex with white, like, Jesus Christ. You know, if you guys had to deal with actual real things like this, your heads would explode, right? I love people who speak about like white fragility and stuff like that, but you say anything about a person of color, slightly, not even directly at them, they just kind of misread your statement, and it's like, oh my god, racism, oh, there's a picture of a monkey on this black, oh my god, the whole world's gonna end. Oh, it's like, you know, you guys are the fragile ones, right? You guys are the ones. If you look at the hate crime statistics, it's you people are the ones that are reporting it most. And I guarantee you white people probably suffer a lot more fucking hate speech directed towards them or hate crimes than people of color. You know, that's just my experience, right? I get treated a lot shittier from a group of fucking aboriginals, right, than a group of white people treats like an aboriginal person, right? You know what I mean? Like, this is bullshit. And, you know, like a black kid in like a white school will not suffer like a lot of bullying. You know what I mean? But a white kid in like an all black school, an all Aboriginal school, etc., all Muslim school, do you think they're not going to get bullied? They do get bullied, and they get fucking beat up every day. But it's not the reverse, oftentimes. Not from my experience, anyways. So, stop coming to our country. Stop bitching about racism, okay? There should be no hate crime laws to begin with. All that does is punish white people, right? That's all it's for, okay? Invented by liberals to make white people feel even more guilty about doing shit, right? So we need to get rid of these laws, and we need to get rid of anybody who is in our country for like 5 or 10 years who starts bitching about racism. That should be in the contract. It's like, if you come here and you start bitching about things within like 10 years, you need to go back. Once you've been here for a while and you've been paying the system, all this shit, then, you know, you can start having your say and complaining. But in the meantime, you need to shut the fuck up, or you need to go back home, right? Because half the time you're probably lying about it anyways, or you're misreading something, you know. So fuck off, please. And everybody ran with this story. This really pisses me off. You know, even CNN is reporting on this, and they're, like I said, they're not mentioning the police's statements. So all their dumb fans are reading this, and they're just gonna believe it, or they're gonna read the headline. They'll be like, "Oh, I guess Canada, there's a lot of hate speech in Canada too, and anti-Muslim rhetoric. It's probably caused by Trump too," right? This is what they think. But all this does is help further the left's narrative, and this is just another argument essentially against immigration. Like, diversity is not our strength. Like, that is a load of shit. Only people who want to destroy us essentially say that, right? All this diversity is doing is it's creating more laws to punish us for stupid things like racism and shit. And it's nonsense, right? We need to stop this, right? There should be no anti-discrimination laws and stuff either. We need to get rid of these things. We need to have freedom of association, right? This is more important. And if I don't want to sell my shit to like an Asian person, then I should not have to sell my shit to an Asian person, right? And if they don't like it, they can go back to Asia, right? And if you come here and you're Asian, you set up shop, you don't have to sell to me either, right? You don't have to. Do what the fuck you want, right? But as long as I don't have to pay for you, I don't have to deal with, accusations of fucking racism and shit, then I don't give a shit. But, these laws just honestly just create more racism. It makes me more bitter towards people, other religions and stuff like that, because I see assholes like this abusing it and abusing the system. And whenever we have a system set up like this, it's going to be abused. Like, there will always be people like this coming in and abusing it. So, we just need to dismantle it. But that's all I pretty much had to say. If you like my content, subscribe and have a good day. See ya.